Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Carrie Dillon. We are joined by one of our sponsors, John Ontal from Niche Market Media. So good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
And we just love, we love keeping up with you to see what's happening.
Sure.
Okay, so I love how plain spoken you are. You can take a look at a company.
Right.
How can you tell right away if it's a money-making machine or if it's a dud? I love that word, if it's a dud.
Typically if you Google a business and they're not showing up on the first page, it's a pretty good indicator that they're not making money from online efforts, okay? If you take a deeper dive and you have access to the business's analytics, and if they have them set up correctly, you can tell if somebody has bought something, you can tell if they filled out a form, you can tell if they made a phone call. So that's a little bit deeper dive than I do, but those are the things I look at.
For the company to be able to tell those things. Some people don't even know, right?
Correct. So like let's say that you've got let's say you have a carpet company, you sell carpet, and if people are looking for a carpet Hilton head and you're not showing up on the first page, it's a pretty good indicator that you're not doing what you're supposed to. So that's like the guys up at the top, they're the winners.
Yeah.
The ones that are not on page one, those are the duds. But we can help them.
Is that right?
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of a bloodbath in there. You know, so it really takes like a very particular skill set to be able to do that. So what are some of the things people need on their website in order to generate income?
Well, you've got to have a phone number. I know it sounds like kind of crazy, but a lot of people, you can't even find the number. If you're looking past above the fold or on your phone, if you don't see a phone number, that's one thing. You got to have a phone number. You've got to have a way for them to contact you. You've got to have something. A lot of times it's called a lead magnet. If you're a e-commerce store, you've obviously got things that people can buy. But if you're a service provider, you've got to have something that's going to entice somebody to put their name in a form, fill something out, and give you their information. So those are a couple things you've got to have on there.
And is that something that needs to be built in, or is it something that?
It's a great question. It should be added. If it's not there, it can be added. Lead magnets, revenue generations, ways for the business to get your information.
Okay.
Got to have that on there.
Yeah, this is like, I mean, it seems like you see it all the time when you're a consumer.
Right.
But seeing it from the back end as a business owner, it's a really interesting perspective. It's like.
Well, and you can set up, so let's say that there's a form on your website, right? If you don't know, what if somebody filled it out and you're not getting a notification?
Yeah.
What if it's not a correct information? Does the thing even work?
Right.
A lot of times I do audits for businesses, and you go in and their stuff doesn't even work. Or they've got a phone number, but you press on it and it doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't pop up.
It doesn't pop up.
Yeah.
Those are a couple things.
And as a consumer, if you're not heard or you're feeling like you're not being heard, you don't really want to do business with the company.
You go somewhere else.
You sure do. You find somebody who's more accessible.
Yes,
to you.
Who's got the things in place.
Sure. So here's some of the things that need to be added to a website if they don't have it.
Right.
Or make sure they're working right.
Sure.
What about stuff you need to get rid of?
Okay. Let's say that you and I have got a business together.
Yeah.
Okay. But we've got a picture of a website of some random guy and girl, some stranger, that are just smiling.
Stock photos
of people. Sometimes, you've got it, if you have an item, okay, I get it. If you're a photographer and you've got some of your landscapes, but you've got people on there that nobody knows, get rid of them. The other thing, if you've got content, let's say that you wrote a great blog post, but it was back in 2013.
Yeah.
Who's going to go that far back in your website? Nobody. Get rid of the dates on your blog. You can take those off. So then if you've got this awesome article, it might be 2,000 words. It might be the best thing that you've ever written, but no one's going that far back.
Right.
But you can reintroduce it. You can save it on or share it on social media. You can take the dates off so people think it's current.
Gotcha.
A couple things you can do. A lot of times people put in the headers, they put their Facebook, their Instagram, all their stuff up there. Those are exit points for people to leave your website. You got them there. Take them off of the top and put them on the bottom. A couple things to help businesses.
That's awesome. Now, how fast can you do this turnaround for somebody? Because this seems it's really involved, but you're like drinking water with a fire hose with this stuff. This is awesome.
Yeah, in some of them, it's as little as 24 hours. You can find things that are wrong that fast and change them. Now, others that have not really taken It's just like anything. You know, if you've got a plant in your house and you don't put water on it, what happens?
Yeah, wilts.
It wilts, it dies.
Dies.
So depending on how big the website is, will determine how long that takes. But certain things, I can look at them quickly within 24 hours, turn
and
those
get right
around.
on them.
Bam.
Instantaneous. And you can do this everywhere, not
Everywhere.
just here locally.
Correct.
You can do it for anybody.
Anywhere.
Well, we love keeping up with you, and I just learned so much. Thank you so much. And
Thanks for
I'm
having
so
me.
glad that you're one of our sponsors, John Ontal, Niche Market Media.
Thank you.